So I just started the recording. Okay, let me go ahead with the application. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about signa.user1, so that we had issue that one. So I changed the password. So it is welcome 123. So even you can go to the create implementation manager. There you can change the password. There is a password change button, so you can change it. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about the bank branches. That's only. So we need to discuss about supplier, all these things. So let me go ahead with today's date. Hey, so you are able to hear me? So any disturbances? 21, 12, 27.
Your voice is low, sir.
Voice is
When you
low.
start, that time it was very high. Now it was went down.
Oh, okay. So Raghav and Krishna, what about you?
I'm good. I'm able to hear you properly.
Raghav, you also?
It's
Yeah,
low
yeah,
for me
yeah.
also. It's low
I
for
can
me
able to,
also.
yeah, I can able to hear all these guys' voice and your voice also, but your voice is very low.
Oh, okay. I think everything is changed. How it is now? Now is good or how it is right now?
Yeah, now it is fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Maybe this is the issue with headphone, I think. Okay, so I will continue without headphone today. So then I will change the headphone. Okay. So fine. So let us go ahead.
Seems without your headphone, we are able to hear very clear.
Oh, good. Okay, fine. So yeah, so many circular. So yesterday, so we discussed about bank and also uh, for the bank for the user I had assigned. So all these things, procurement manager, procurement application, everything. Okay, and for this user I had assigned these as well. Okay, for the Signa user I had assigned a payable related, and I had assigned GL related roles, and we discussed earlier, and these are all the GL related roles. Okay, if you combine all, okay, so these are all the roles for the GL, so general accounting, and these are all the roles for account payables. Okay, and so these are all the roles for procurement related supplier creation and the procurement related. Okay, so I assigned all apart from IT security manager, employee, and application implementation consultant. Okay, fine. So that's why. So in this application, you are able to see setup. So setup and maintenance, because we have the application implementation consultant, and you can see GL, general accounting. Okay, general accounting, payables. Okay, and you can see procurement also. Okay, procurement, which is related to suppliers. Okay, procurement, this one, procurement area. Okay, so let me go to supplier side. So let us create one supplier and then try to create an invoice. and process that invoice to GL. Create a supplier. Okay, so I'm creating Cigna supplier. So that Vinesh wants to spend authorize, and this is a corporation, and you can take other as well. So usually we used to go for the corporation, and country is India, and click on create. So if we have any issues related to address creation, so yesterday we checked, right, manage geographies. So in that, so we unchecked for India. Okay, so that approval hierarchy. Okay, now let me go to profile is fine, and we need to go for address. So let us create address. Click on address here, and let us give the address. Okay, so the address I can take. Well, India, XT, and city is Hyderabad, pin code like 72, state Telangana, and I am using for ordering, remitting, and RFQ. And now you can create the sites. Okay, click on here, plus, and Cigna business unit. The site is, I can take Cyberpay. Okay, I am using for purchasing and payment. Okay, fine. Save on.
I think you made some mistake in address name CyberCurl instead of Cyber.
Oh, okay.
Fine, I think.
Cyber. Okay, fine. Okay. So now save and close, and go to the sites, and here edit the sites. In the sites itself, we need to provide the assignments, so that will to shift to location of the assignments. So client BU business unit. BU means business unit, and build to business unit. So okay, so the same thing only. Fine. So save and close here. So contracts, these are not mandatory. Contracts, all these things. Okay, if you want, you can create a contract. So who is the contract person for that? I can say that Cigna user one. Okay. So you need to provide the mail as well, Cigna. So test@cigna.com. Save and close. Okay. So then click on save and close, and let us go to invoice tab to create invoice. Create invoice. So this one also create invoice. Sorry, create supplier. So usually manage means so to set it. So if you want to set it, then you can go for the manage field. Okay. So now let me go to the payable side, payables. So this is the payable dashboard. Go to the payables. So click on invoice. Okay. Let us go to the task. So here task, okay, you have on the right side, you have the task. Just click on create invoice. Okay, so business unit, let me go for Cigna business unit here. And supplier is ours is Cigna supplier. Let me try to search it. Cigna supplier. Yeah, Cigna supplier. And supplier site automatically will get it because site is assigned to the supplier. And invoice group, Cigna group. So because we did mandatory. Okay, whenever we create the that invoice options or payable options, in that case, so we check that box. So invoice group is mandated like that. So that's why we are able to see this one. Otherwise, if you uncheck that in invoice options, so you will not get this field. Okay, because you are just grouping. This is for reporting purpose. Okay, so here I am going to take Cigna 1234. And amount it should be in INR. You can create in any kind of currency. So that is a good kind of feature in Fusion. But in so EBS you can't check like this. So by default you will get it. And 25,000 I am taking. Fine. So this one is Cigna invoice. And let me go to the line level. So line level amount 25,000. Okay. And distribution combination, you need to provide the distribution combination. So this means here you need to give the distribution accounts. So which for what purpose you are purchasing? So you are purchasing for expenses or assets. So how it will be? So you need to provide the accounting here. Usually, if you don't get this kind of no combination, okay. Yeah, because we didn't fill up. So usually what happens is you sometimes you will not get the search button. So for that what you need to do is you just give the tab. So then you will get the search button. Cigna company, and this one is I am going to take expense, and Cigna department, finance department, Cigna product one, and Cigna other. Okay, then click on OK. Fine. So I'm good enough with this. Let me save it. So I am able to take the supplier and the amount, and I am able to give the, so yeah, so you can see that, right? So everything is fine. Okay, so the holds and everything, installments, everything is fine. So you don't have any errors here. Okay, so you can see that payments also due date is this one. So it will display everything. It's kind of an analytics. Okay, so now you can go to the click on distributions here. So you have the distributions and distributions also we just created. You can see the distribution account as well. And after that we need to go for the actions, invoice actions. Okay, so this is the distribution is fine. So then save and close. And let me go to the invoice actions. We have two actions. One is, so we need to validate the invoice and approve the invoice. Once the invoice is approved, then we can generate the accounting. So here, just first one is let us validate. Click on validate. So here it needs validation side. So it requires revalidation. Okay. So because we have the system holds here, so let us see what is the hold. So if we have the hold, then go back. Okay. So let me check the invoice again. If there is any hold, we have the methodology to release the holds as well. Okay. we can go to invoice here and manage invoice. The manage invoice, you can search the invoices we just created, right? So Cigna invoice, the number is Cigna 123 invoice number. You got it, Cigna 1234, and it is saying needs revaluation and system holds 1. Okay, the holds. So for that you need to go to the actions and approval hold. Okay, holds and approvals. And so we can get, so validation, it is failed at validation. See the comments here. So we have the holds release here. So I'm just checking it. Chart, yeah, you need to go for manage holds. Okay. So this one manage holds. Go to the manage holds. So there you can release the holds. Okay. So amount anything. So you can get the release holds. So then amount approved. You can see that and save and close. So match required because why we have all these holds, right? Because so while going for the so while creation invoice options there, so we enable so that matching levels. Okay, so invoice matching, so it should match with PO because here we didn't create it in PO because we will do that in the procure to pay cycle. So we will create the purchase order requisition, request for quotation, all these things, and then we will do that for the P2P cycle. We will work on the P2P cycle and order to cash cycle. So, but here what happens is we enable. I will show you that. So we enable that matching. So that's why. So it went to hold. Okay. So now I release the hold. So let me try to validate it. So okay, it is validated. Once I release, then it is validated. Okay. So approval. So let me go for the approvals. So then let me go for force approval. Click on force approval. The invoice is not approved for the invoice. It's in current status. Resubmit. You cannot lock this record because it is already locked by another user. Okay. Okay. So before that, let me go to the invoice options. So based on that only we have these issues, okay, because we enabled everything there, whatever it is we enabled. So for that, let us go for fourth manage common options per payable. So let me go for this one. So sorry, invoice options. Let us check the invoice options and payable options. Okay. So Signa unit, so we didn't enable. So require revalidation, allow force approval, enable invoice approval. Require revalidation before approval, allow force approval. That's fine. So here we don't have any issues. So because we enable require invoice grouping. So that's why it is showing that one. Hold unmatched invoice. Okay, unmatched invoice will be hold. Okay, it's fine. Right, let us see why it is taking. So based on the invoice options only, so you will get all the activities in invoice creation. So now let me go to the invoice and try to create it. Once you are good in the invoice, then you can go for the payment. So manage invoices. For the same invoice, I am able to create that one. So we are able to validate as well. Approval rejected. Oh, so let me go for post approval. Yeah, okay, manual approval. Fine. So then accounting, you can go to the accounting. So post to GL. I am going to post to GL. In that case, what you need to do is, so whenever you post to GL, the accounting periods, okay, so the accounting periods in AP and the accounting periods in GL should be in open status. Okay, if they are not open status, so then you can't create the invoice here, or if it is not in open status for AP, you can't create the invoice. If it is not open status for GL, you can't post in GL, right? So you need to check that one. So let me go for post to GL. So in that case, what happens is, so it will be posted to GL. I just transfer to this one, and you can go to account in draft. So here two things. Okay, post to ledger means, so it will transfer to GL and it will be posted. Account in draft means, so the data will not transfer to GL. The accounting will be generated in here only in AP, and you can see the accounting in AP. It will not be transferred. So then what you need to do is, so at the end of the month, you need to transfer all the data to GL using the create accounting program. Okay. So otherwise you can't close the periods. So we will discuss that one. So how to close the periods? It's a kind of a period closing. And so how to do all the period closing stuff. Okay. So usually in AP, what happens is we will run the sweep kind of thing. So now it is accounted. We are done. It is validated and it is approved. It is accounted, but it is not paid because it's not paid, right? We didn't do any payment kind of thing. So you can see that invoice totals, all these things. So this is kind of analytics. Okay, you have in Fusion itself. So in EBS we don't have these things. Okay, fine. Hey, Krishna, Pavan, Raghav. So you are able to hear me, right? So any kind of a problem, voice problem?
I am able to hear you.
Okay, fine. Just a minute, please. So are you able to hear me now in the same way? Hey, Raghav.
Yeah, I am able to hear you in the same way.
Oh, okay, okay, fine, okay. Because I just changed the headset. Fine, okay. So without headset, it's not good. Okay, so now, so if you have any doubts up to this level, because so we discussed about journal entries, we ran some reports, trial balance report, and then now we am discussing about invoice. And next, we will go for the payment. Okay, so after that, we will go for the AR setups and AR invoice and the receipt, and we will go for the FA setups and assets and the depreciation. So these are all the main thing for any kind of implementation. If you are good with these setups, then you can implement any kind of a project. Okay, so I request you guys. So please practice, because even though a person having 10 years of functional experience, he can also get some kind of issues. Okay, so that's why. So here the main thing is practice. Okay, if you are good in practice, so then you can resolve any issue. Okay, save and close. Okay, now let me go to the GL and check the transaction. Okay, check the transaction. So now I had created invoice and create accounting and transfer to GL. So because I moved to I transferred to GL. Okay, so because I clicked on post to GL, then it will move to GL. And let me go to the GL and let me check it is whether it is transferred or not. So now go to the, so where I need to check for to check all these things. So in which area I need to check? Can anybody, so just ping me, or you can say where I need to check. I need to check the journals. In which area I can check the journals here? Hello? No, the transaction only. In which area here? So because there are so many areas, right? So you have the supply chain planning, product management, receivables, so many areas, right? So in which area I can check?
General ledger.
General ledger. So here we don't have the general ledger. We have the general accounting only. In the general accounting,
Yeah.
so in the general accounting, we need to go for journals. Okay. So you don't. So you can't say that. So general ledger here. Okay. So if you say general ledger, then okay. So the other person will know that we didn't work on that. Okay. So general accounting only. We don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Please be mute. Thanks, Sarago. Okay, so general accounting. Okay, you need to check whether before checking the journals, you need to check the data access set. So it is in your ledger or other ledger. Okay, if it is other ledger, change the ledger. Fine, and go to the manage journals, and here let me check with the periods. Okay, so December period. December 17th. Let us check it. So yesterday also I had posted some invoices. Okay, so I had posted this payable invoice. I did some payments, but today we did with this 25,000. Okay, if you want to check this one, it is posted, right? It is posted. You can check this invoice. You can just click on here. You can check the invoice. So fine. So next one is, let us create these things. Okay, then we can go for the create the payment, and then we can transfer to GL. It's still running, right? It's still checking. Let it be. So, okay, I'm just off screen share off for 1 minute. Okay, so let me try to check that one. Okay, now it is fine. So now you are able to see this. Okay, the journals, everything which is posted directly, which is created and which is posted directly. Okay, you can see that. Okay, you can click on here, any invoice, just click on here if you want to check this invoice, because it is checking sometimes because maybe those things are related to server only. So for that we can't do anything. Okay, fine. So now let me go to the payment method. Payment method is not a mandatory. Okay, but so let us discuss on that. So we have the different payment methods provided by Oracle. So okay, so let us check one payment method. But here the payment document and payment manage payment process profile. These are mandatory. Okay, these are the main things. So let me go for manage payment method. Oh,
That payment document and manage payment profiles are similar to the TBs, or any change has happened here?
we will check it. Okay, we are discussing. Oh,
Okay.
we are alerting here. You have a dog in your home, I think.
No, no, no.
We will check it. So because anyhow we are going to discuss, right? Setup and maintenance. And here the financials. And let me go for manage payment method. This is optional field only. It's not a mandatory. Okay, so we have different different type of payment methods provided by Oracle. You can see different payment methods. Okay, so you can check. You can create your own payment method. So for this, just click on that. So I can say Signa check. Okay, okay, then we can go for, okay, using rules. So these rules, business units, I am taking all. We can take all, and that's fine. That's fine. Then save it. So if you want to check your payment method, so this is Signa check. Usually we can go for the checks which is provided by Oracle, or wire, whatever it may be, or and payment document. So let me go for the payment document here. So before going for the payment document, we can't find the payment document directly. The payment document you need to create. Where you need to create? You need to go for the bank. You need to go to the bank, and there you need to create the payment document. You need to go to the bank, and there you can do that. So let me go to the bank. Let me go to the bank account. Bank account. Click on bank account. Okay, so let me search the bank account here. Cigna bank account. So this is the bank account. Click on edit. So we can create our own payment bank. So here yesterday I had created. So because before coming to the class I checked it whether it is working fine. So otherwise, so it will take some time and then it will waste for you guys. So then let me delete it. Edit first. Okay. Otherwise, let us create one more bank here, one more payment document. Let me create one more payment document. Okay. Cigna pay document new. The here format is standard check format. So okay, you can go for standard check format. Okay. So then the first number, so first available number, document number. So usually we used to go for 1000 or 001, whatever it may be. And here you need to provide the checkbook as well, checkbooks. So the first one, this is the document number, this is a check number here. So Cigna checkbook. Okay. This is the same only, Raghav. So whatever we did in so EBS, this is the same here also. It's same only. So that process is not changed here. Okay. So 1000. So ending, I'm giving 2000. So that checkbook is ending. Okay. Fine. So just click on OK. Okay. Fine. So let me try it whether I can delete it. I can. Okay.
Go to actions, delete. No.
No actions. I don't have that one. Okay. We have skip only. Okay. Fine. No issues. Fine. We will use this one only. We will use payment pay document new only. So then we can go for pay document I had created. Now let us create a payment process profile. Manage payment process profile. So this is also main thing here. So without that you can't do the payment. Okay. So for that let me go for manage payment process profiles. Manage payment process profile here. Let me try to create manage payment process profile, the new one. Okay. I can say that Cigna PPP new. Okay. I can take the same one, PPP payment process profile, and here I am taking the standard check format, and process type. It is so I'm not doing electronic here because it is not connected to any system, any bank system or anything. So it's a kind of a printed transaction and default. So okay. So here payment document Cigna. This is a new payment document new. Okay. So this one is Cigna payment document Okay, I had created, then we just created new one. So I'm taking this one only. Okay, so I'm assigning the payment document because payment document need to be assigned to payment process profile. Okay, fine. So others, so payment methods, all these things, business units, I'm taking all. I'm not restricting. If you want to restrict, you can restrict to the particular business unit. Okay, because anyhow we will take the business unit only there while going for the invoice and everything, invoice payment. So then save and close here. You have provided a default payment document. You must enter a user role specifying that bank account and only enter a usage role. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Hello.
can we create, can we customize that payment file format?
Payment
File format is there, right?
Let me
Yeah, in EBS people
let me stop the recording because